The Rock says, first off, Jinder Mahal back. I think we're burying the lead here.
Yeah, I think that's what you're most excited about.
Yeah, dude, the Maharaja, the modern day Maharaja. Love me some Jinder. Don't hinder Jinder. They said it on TV this week.
Ginger Mahal, as Eva Marie called him in Total Divas.
He was so mad.
He
like,
was.
You don't even know my name.
We're gonna do this job.
He has a right to be mad.
Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Stop.
If my name was Jinder Mahal and you called me Ginger Mahal, I'd be flaming fucking mad too. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, you dumb asshole?
I'm surprised Vince heard that and didn't make him dye his hair red.
Alright, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna shadow Sheamus, and you're gonna become as he is.
His brother.
He's just doing the fucking count of the chest slams and shit.
And beats the Bowering.
He's a fucking Irish expat. It's different. Will The Rock be in the Royal Rumble? So The Rock comes back. He comes out and he's looking swole. Definitely no drug tests here. He's looking good for what? How old is he now? 49? 51. How old is he?
51.
Let's see.
I would say.
I thought he was 52.
I'm guessing.
He's 51. He'll be 52 in May.
52 in May. So right after he loses to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Got it.
Yep.
And he says, guys, listen, I'm going to fucking beat up Jinder. I'm going to do some a hip toss. I'm going to yuck it up. Here's my elbow. Check it out. Then he's like, let me do my spiel, yada, yada, yada. I'm eating in a bar. Oh, no. I'm at the head of the table. Crowd pop. We move on. So you ask here, will The Rock be in the Royal Rumble? Mm-hmm. And you said, who should Reigns face at WrestleMania, The Rock or Cody Rhodes? Mm-hmm. Okay? Then you go on to say, what does Cody do at WrestleMania if he's not wrestling against Reigns? All great questions, BJ. Often here, I think you have a lot of fluff. This is good. You're good. You're on the right track.
Thanks, man.
So I'm actually going to ask if I can go first.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Because I'm good. Can you turn the police down for a second?
Did you steal some ideas from somebody that you want to put out there?
No, actually, I have an article coming out on Bleacher Report, I think Thursday, and I had to fantasy book from this moment forward in The Rock versus Roman Reigns. And
Who did that? Who did the actual fantasy booking that you stole?
Me, because you're going to hate it. Don't worry.
Okay.
So here's the deal.
Is this about The Rock versus Cody Rhodes again?
That happens at SummerSlam. I told you already. Okay. I changed it. So here's the deal. Rock does his thing. He's like, yada, yada, yada. I'm fucking back. Deal with my shit. Right? And fucking Roman Reigns is like, I don't give a shit about your shit. Nick Aldis is like, well, guess what? You're going to have a fucking four-way, you prick. And right? So now he's got a fatal four-way. So, that's great. We got a fatal four-way. The match should be interesting. Everybody's like, hey, they did this so Randy doesn't have to take the pinfall loss. Right? That's what I'm hearing on the streets. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Roman Reigns loses the championship at the Royal Rumble. Randall Orton is your champion walking out of the Royal Rumble.
Yikes, bro.
Okay? Now this is why.
Because I'll tell you right now.
Hold on.
It's a thought that crossed my mind. I don't think it happens, but it's a thought that crossed my mind.
No. Okay, well, good. Well, maybe
as far as I'm concerned, it should not happen.
Well, you shut your mouth. I said we should have had Cody as champion. I'm an asshole for that. So here's the deal. Guess what? Romeo Reigns, Solo Sikoa, all his boys, he's got everybody. He's pulling out. He's got fucking Fatus I didn't know existed, okay? He's bringing them out. If you're Samoan, help me out, brother. And it's no disqualification, so shit gets so fucking wild. Roman's just fucking sitting on the sidelines while everybody else is doing his work. Boom, The Rock's music hits. Where does the fucking Royal Rumble take place?
Tampa.
Tropicana Field. Okay?
Yeah, St. Petersburg.
He comes fucking bum rushing to the ring, fucking lays out Roman Reigns. Randall Orton, like the snake he is, sneaks in. He wins the championship, pinning Roman Reigns. Okay?
Why was the venue of the Royal Rumble?
Because he loves Florida. He really does. He shows up in Florida.
Gotcha. That's fair.
He does. It's like Miami. Every time they're in Orlando, he loves that shit.
That's the smartest thing you said so far.
Okay,
it's pretty far from Miami, I think.
I know, but Florida's all a thing, right? Sure. Right. He might be filming down there. I don't know. He's in the Everglades for something. I'm not sure. He loves crocodiles. So here's the deal. Now Roman's pissed off. He's fucking fuming, right? He says, you know what? Nick Aldis, you piece of shit, you've been fucking doing me dirty. I want my championship rematch. And Nick Aldis says, actually, dickhead, we're going to defend the title in Elimination Chamber. 6 fucking people. And Roman's like, hey, fuck you. I'm not doing that. I'm 1v1 guy. I'm main event guy. Well, guess what? Rock wants a shot at the title. He just called me too. So guess what? At WrestleMania, #1 contendership, because that's where it deserves to be. Rock versus Roman Reigns happens at WrestleMania. So now Roman Reigns is pissed. He's getting screwed out of a championship. Now he's got to fight The Rock to fight for a championship. He's fucking pissed. And while The Rock's in Hollywood, Roman Reigns is on the warpath on WWE programming, leading into WrestleMania, building up to that match. All while, and listen, does he go to Elimination Chamber? He's got nothing to do. He's pissed. So he does show up at Elimination Chamber. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes are the last 2 in Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns sneaks in, beats the fucking tar out of Cody Rhodes, goes to beat the tar out of fucking Randy Orton, but guess what? Randy Orton has locked himself inside the fucking pod. They get Roman Reigns out of there. Randy Orton pops out, pins Cody Rhodes, setting up your Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton singles match, while The Rock fights Romeo Reigns at WrestleMania. Boom. And by the way, Roman Reigns just beats The Rock. And then he goes on to, and then what you have in the main event, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes in the main event, and the night ends with Roman Reigns standing toe-to-toe with new champion Cody Rhodes, setting the stage. Rock back in Hollywood, Randall's got another reign, Cody's champion, Roman's #1 contender, and boom, we're heading into 2024 with a rock-hard cock. That's my thoughts. So, that answers all your questions in one fucking felt swoop. I'll toss it to Mike, who is breathless from such a storyline.
Okay. So, I'll start with this. Will The Rock be in the Royal Rumble? No. I don't think The Rock will be in the Royal Rumble. Will he be at the Royal Rumble? Yes. I think he will be. I think that what has been the trend recently is Roman goes on last, not the Rumble matches. So I could see the Roman match going on last. As I mentioned, I have thought about the possibility of them doing this 4-way for somebody other than Roman to get pinned and the title to change hands. But I don't see them going in that direction. I think that would be such an anticlimactic type of way to end Roman's title reign. I don't think it would really be fitting of the title reign, and I think that whoever wins in that manner, you're not getting the rub you should be getting from beating Roman Reigns.
If it's Randy Orton, it wouldn't matter. He'd be champion.
You're not getting the rub you should be getting from beating Roman and ending his well over 1,000-day title reign. So that's why I really don't see that happening. But I see why WWE booked that Fatal 4-Way, and I think it's very smart because at least it gives you a little bit of doubt as to what could happen. So I understand that. But I do think Roman retains the title, and I think The Rock confronts him after the match. And I think that Punk wins the Royal Rumble. You get Punk versus Seth Rollins. Cody probably is the last guy in that gets eliminated by Punk. He doesn't know how he's going to get his title match. You head towards Elimination Chamber. And I realize that Roman versus The Rock in a perfect world is a WrestleMania main event, obviously. It's the biggest dream match you could do right now. I've been saying that for 10 years plus, and I've been right. But you're in a very unique situation here, and you've been building back towards Roman versus Cody for basically the entire year, I feel like, and I think that's always been the plan. Now, if your choices are Roman versus Rock at WrestleMania and they can't make it work or happen anywhere else possibly, or Cody versus Roman, I think you have to bite the bullet and do Roman versus The Rock. But there's been speculation, there's been talk. What if they do Roman and The Rock at Elimination Chamber in Australia? And I think there's pros and cons to doing that. Obviously, the con is WrestleMania is your Super Bowl, it's your biggest event, and you want to have your biggest possible match on that show. Yes, but WrestleMania is already probably going to be essentially sold out for 2 nights, and Cody versus Roman is still a massive match that people are going to want to see. Maybe there's some merit to doing it on another show, Roman versus The Rock, where you can sell more tickets. And Elimination Chamber, they're trying to make it a big deal. It's going to be in Australia. It's going to be 50 to 60,000 people in attendance. It's going to be a spectacle.
But it's all Australians, so it's whatever.
Okay. It's not going to be a 15,000 seat arena, smaller scale pay-per-view. So they can make it a WrestleMania type event. They can get WrestleMania level hype by doing Roman Reigns versus The Rock at that show. So just my prediction. I don't know that they are going to go in that direction, but my prediction: Roman versus The Rock headlines Elimination Chamber. Roman wins thanks to interference from Solo, as has been the case for many of his title matches. And then you get Cody winning the Elimination Chamber on that same show to get his shot at Roman at WrestleMania. Roman versus Cody is on WrestleMania. And assuming The Rock can work, maybe The Rock can't work WrestleMania at all, so you don't do anything with him. But if The Rock can work WrestleMania, I think The Rock versus Solo Sikoa is not a bad kind of consolation prize here, because they're clearly building up Solo to be something huge. You don't have him face John Cena and decimate him in a way similar to what Brock Lesnar did if you're not trying to build him up into something huge. So The Rock versus Solo Sikoa, that's another, huge backing from the higher-ups for Solo if you're putting him in that spot against The Rock at WrestleMania. And then, he doesn't even have to win that match, but just to have that match is a huge deal. Maybe Solo loses. Maybe The Rock fucks him up to a degree that he can't help Roman in the main event against Cody Rhodes, and that's where Roman loses. And then you could build beef between Roman and Solo coming out of that. So I think that kind of satisfies a lot of things. But again, I can't begrudge WWE if it wants to do Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania, because again, it's your biggest match, it's your biggest show. But I also find it very hard to believe that you built all this way and you're not going to pay off Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania.
Can I tell you real quick before we go to you, BJ, what would make me the happiest little clam in
Roman retaining at WrestleMania?
In the ocean? No.
Oh.
The Rock main eventing night one over CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
We get Roman versus Rock on Saturday, and then Roman v Cody on Sunday, and said CM Punk is forced to sit in the co-main event slot again.
And that's a thought dating back to last year.
His little bitch ass
talking about when there was a possibility of The Rock coming back, and that was a popular theory. But now, with Punk, his whole fucking storyline is hey, I'm gonna win the Rumble and main event WrestleMania. Don't know if you know it, never did it before. Gotta do it.
Yep.
So I can't envision.
He's literally doing what he told MJF he would be forced to do if he went to WWE. He's like, you're going to go to WWE, grass is always greener. You're going to be fucking main eventing only the first night, though. And now he's doing it, and I'm like, bah!
It's better than getting beat up by Mike Bennett.
I'm this close to slapping the taste out of your mouth. Fucking, I love Mike Bennett. I thought the stuff with him and Maria was great. BJ, do you have a long-winded conspiracy theory for us?
I don't think as long-winded as what you put together. I also disagree with what you put together. The Rock will not be in the Royal Rumble. I do agree that he'll show up.
All right, we all agree on that thing.
Okay, there you go. So we're going to be wrong.
Shows up at the Royal Rumble.
Now I don't think it's going to happen for some reason. I got to go the other.
I also agree that the Fatal 4-Way was a great choice for the Royal Rumble. I didn't think that they would go that route. So not having LA Knight or Styles or Orton lose on SmackDown, Reigns and the Bloodline coming out and just destroying everyone, even though Reigns doing the whole stupid heel thing of I guess there's no number one contender. Obviously Nick Aldis is going to make everyone number one contender now.
To teach people a lesson.
God, he's good, huh?
But I did enjoy that. So
he's good, huh?
To that match.
Nick Aldis?
And he's real good, huh?
Very, very good.
Magnus is great. Magnus
is not
is great.
Good as Magnus.
I've been on this
always good as Nick Aldis.
Magnus, I've been on the Magnus train longer than you've been on the Roman Reigns train.
Well, you were wrong about the Magnus train. I'm right about the Nick Aldis train.
God, he looks good in a fucking suit, though. He's built like a fucking upside-down triangle.
Those are some skinny legs.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Yeah, definitely. Just do a squat, brother.
The idea that The Rock and Roman Reigns have a match at Elimination Chamber, I just can't get behind it because it is in Australia, and that pay-per-view starts at
4 a.m.
6 a.m. Eastern time, I think.
I thought it was 4 a.m. Yeah.
6 a.m., whatever it is. It's
I don't think they've made a determination of the exact time yet, but people are speculating as far as I know.
Listen,
I could have
4
sworn.
But I
a.m.,
mean, that match.
6 a.m.
What if that match goes on at like what 9 a.m. or something like that?
9 a.m. Eastern time. Like, I still think you're alienating such a large degree of your United States fan base, which is your major fan base. I don't think you do that. I think you have to do it at WrestleMania. It is your biggest show. It's the 40th anniversary of your biggest show, one of the biggest
In
events
the greatest city of all time.
Well, we'll at least be there to see it. I also don't subscribe to the theory that people have had for the past 2 years that Roman's going to wrestle twice in the same weekend. Like, this guy never does that. So I just
He
can't see
wrestles
it happening.
twice a year, brother.
Exactly.
Brett would have done it.
I do see
Brett
CM
did
Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I do see CM Punk win the Rumble. Him and Seth Rollins will main event night 1. And to me, it's all better for WrestleMania. Like, I'm sorry, Cody had your moment last year. You didn't fucking win. Roman's better, and he should win again this year. We're gonna continue this reign until he beats Hogan's record, whatever the fuck it is, and then he can lose it. Because
what is your idea for Cody then at WrestleMania?
So I don't hate Donnie's idea of there being a number 1 contendership match at WrestleMania. Maybe he does go against Randy Orton. You do have that built-in history between them, which is always interesting.
But Donnie's idea is them for the title.
No, I know that.
He's inverting it. He's putting it in the mirror.
Yeah. My thing with The Rock and Roman Reigns is, and what I love most about Roman Reigns' entire run in the Bloodline, this whole thing that's happened since 2020, is everything is about the championship. The reason he controls so much power in the company and he's the head of the table and he runs the Bloodline, everything revolves around the title. I love when heels do that. And I love that the people are chasing Roman Reigns for the championship, and anyone that goes against him instantly becomes one of the top baby faces in the company. But it's all about the championship. And I feel like if you take that away from Reigns and The Rock, it does lose a bit of its luster, for me at least.
I agree
Cody,
with that.
I could see Cody going up against Gunther. I could see him going up again. You know, it could be a triple threat with Brock Lesnar, whether it's Randy Orton. Cody's a huge star. There's plenty of stuff that he can do. It's just not going to be against Roman Reigns this time. Sorry.
Just one last thing I'll say on it, and I would not begrudge WWE if they went with Roman versus The Rock. Totally understand it if they do that at WrestleMania. Again, biggest match you could do. But you have The Rock for 1 match, 2 matches, and then he's gone, maybe for good. Whereas you have Cody, he's going to be one of your guys for a long time to come, most likely. And I just wonder, if Cody doesn't get the match against Roman, if he doesn't even get a world title match at WrestleMania, when his whole, finish the storyline for the past year has been redemption from losing to Roman at WrestleMania, he was able to maintain the momentum after the first loss, which I thought he would be able to. But if he's passed over completely, I do question if he can maintain the momentum anymore.
The thing is, though,
point. It's almost like they should have given title last time.
Cody finishing the story was never exactly about at WrestleMania like it was for CM Punk. Cody finishing the story is winning that championship. So like Donnie has said for a long time, could happen at SummerSlam, for
example. You
can
fight The Rock. Yeah, you can fight The Rock for it.
No, he's not fighting The Rock for it.
Okay, well, cowards. That's what I say.
You would fight Roman for it. But, I think that's the only... If Cody's not facing Roman for the title at WrestleMania, you would absolutely 100%, without question, have to do it at SummerSlam with him winning, or else...
He's a joke.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing with, like I was saying before.
That would be your last chance.
Yep.
Everyone that goes against Reigns instantly becomes one of your biggest baby faces. And they have so many top baby faces right now. They don't even have spots on the card for all of them. Right? LA Knight is almost as hot as anyone in the company. He's not going to be doing shit at WrestleMania at this point.
I think he'll face Logan Paul.
All right, well, that's not that.
Spot.
It's a fine spot, but where he is in the past few months, he's one of the top baby faces in the company. Right? So there's going to be people. I mean, AJ came back, one of the top baby faces. Then he kind of blurred the lines. But anyone that goes against Reigns, so I feel like it just doesn't even matter whenever you go against Reigns. You're going to be the top baby face. So whether Cody does it at WrestleMania or he does it at SummerSlam, you're going to still get a huge moment.